Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the Lounge Set collection from KBShimmer for spring 2022. This is a collection of 9 shifty, shimmery, but also reflective glitter polishes in a bunch of different shades. These are available right now, so I will link the KBShimmer website down below and I'll get into the swatches.
So the first polish is called Self-Reflection, and this is described as a silver metallic with silver light reflective glitters and then a shimmer that shifts from gold, copper, and lime. So this was surprisingly opaque for such a light polish. I did 2 coats, but I almost barely needed that second coat. You can only see a little tiny bit of nail line. This dried very, very textured and matte, and I know that's not how it's meant to look, but I was actually kind of digging the textured finish. It could very easily pass as an intended to be textured polish. And the shimmer in here stands out really well. So that is 2 coats of Self-Reflection. The next polish is called Of Quartz, and this is described as a rose-colored reflective polish, and the shimmer in here shifts from gold to lime to aqua to red and copper. So there's a lot to say about these polishes, but they do all have kind of the same formula. The glitter in here does make them a little bit on the thicker side, and they're definitely going to get thicker as you work with them. So they're a polish that you really want to make sure you're keeping the threads of that bottle clean so you can limit the amount of air that gets into the bottle and thickens them up. They're not unmanageable by any means, but you do get a thickness when you have a lot of glitter like this. The shimmer in this one is definitely there, but it is considerably more subtle than the last polish. So that is 2 coats of Quartz. The next polish is called Drawn to You, and this is described as a muted gray-leaning periwinkle with a shimmer that shifts copper and lemon and lime and red. The descriptions for these polishes on the KBShimmer website are very involved, so I'm trying to just pick out the main points. The formula on this is identical to all of the other polishes in the collection. The shimmer, the red contrasting shimmer in here is really, really nice. You will need a thick top coat. This is a very densely packed full coverage glitter. You'll probably need 2 coats of top coat. KBShimmer just came out with their Smooth Moves top coat, which is like a glitter grabbing top coat that does need to be layered with a shiny top coat, but it does help a lot to fill in those gaps. So that is 2 coats of Drawn to You. The next polish is called Mask Me Again, and this is described as an avocado green reflective shade, and the shimmer shifts from pink to gold to lime to fuchsia. This is the same formula as the other polishes, a little bit thicker, totally manageable, but you're going to want to be careful you don't let the rim of that bottle become a mess or it's going to get really thick on you. The shimmer stands out really, really well in this one, and I haven't been mentioning the number of coats until the end, but they are all 2 coat polishes. I mentioned that these are very textured. They are very difficult to remove, like really difficult to remove. I don't usually recommend a peel-off base coat because I just personally don't like them, but I would wear these with a peel-off base coat. I wouldn't try to remove them without one. So that is 2 coats of Mask Me Again. The next polish is called I Knead You Now, and this is described as a silvery mint base with the reflective glitter and a shimmer that shifts from emerald to violet to fuchsia to blue. This one actually came off just a little bit more sheer than the other ones in the collection, but it still covered fine in 2 coats. I recommended using a peel-off base coat, but that is not the only way to get these off without having to scrub your nails. You could soak them off with a stronger nail polish remover or straight up acetone. Just soak a cotton ball, stick it on the nail, wrap it up in foil or one of those clips, and just let it sit for a little while. So you'd end up soaking it off kind of like a gel polish. It's a little annoying, but it's better than scrubbing it off in the end. If you like the look of these, that removal is just going to be something you have to deal with. So that is 2 coats of I Knead You Now. The next polish is called You Brunches, and this is described as a deep violet base with a shimmer that shifts from copper, magenta, gold, and bronze. This was very nicely opaque. Almost a 1-coater for me, but I did 2. I could see a lot of people getting away with 1 though. This had a really nice contrasting shimmer. I just love when a red shimmer sticks out of a polish that's not red. I don't know what it is, but it just does it for me. So that is 2 coats of You Brunches. The next polish is called Lounging Around, and this is described as an aqua-leaning blue with shimmer that shifts from blue, indigo, purple, emerald, and turquoise. Another very nicely opaque polish, not quite as opaque as the last one, but close. The shimmer in here is still very obvious, but not quite as contrasting as some of the other polishes. And the videos that I'm showing at the end for these polishes is directly under the flash and through the camera lens. So it's the most blown out that reflective glitter is ever going to look. What you're going to catch off and on in day-to-day lighting is going to be somewhere in between the no flash pictures and the flash videos. So that is 2 coats of Lounging Around. The next polish is called There's a Nap for That, and this is described as a bold magenta with shimmer that shifts from red to orange to gold. This is a really nicely opaque polish. I think you could easily get away with 1 coat for this one. It does look a little bit more sheer in the footage here than it did for me in person, but I did 2 coats anyway. And just to keep the swatch on the screen a little bit longer, since these are mostly all the same formula, I mentioned that you want to keep your bottle clean and make sure that you don't get a ton of dried polish on the threads, or this will thicken up. Nail polish thinner is going to be your best friend with polishes like this because regardless of your best efforts, they are going to get thicker over time. So that is 2 coats of There's a Nap for That. And the last polish is called Novel Idea, and this is described as a deep grape with color shifting shimmer that shifts from soft rose to gold to green to aqua. Good formula on this one as well, really good coverage. I did 2 coats. This might be one that you could maybe get away with 1 coat, but I did 2. The shimmer in here stands out really nicely. This reminded me of like a shifty reflective version of OPI's Alcatraz Rocks, especially after it dried down to that textured finish. Not quite there. It's a little bit more purple. The shimmer's not exact, but that's what it reminded me of. So that is 2 coats of Novel Idea.
I have to say, I liked all of these much more than anticipated. I have a great appreciation for reflective glitter at the moment. I remember way back in the day when reflective glitter first came out, or at least like I started seeing it, it was Serum No. 5 was the brand, and I got a silver reflective glitter from them, and it looked really great, but it only reflected with camera flash when you were looking through the camera at the polish. It looked kind of dull and gray on its own, and it didn't really reflect in real life. You could only really like see it through the camera lens. And my good lord, reflective polish has come really far, because now everything is like sparkling in the flash, in real life, through the camera, like in and out of regular lighting. It's really cool. So these are already appealing to me more than I ever would have thought reflective glitter, or I guess the comeback of reflective glitter would have. Love You Brunches is definitely going to be my favorite. This is such a nice, I don't know how to describe this, like a dark periwinkle shade, but the shifty shimmer that's in here is just like unbelievable. And I think it adds, now I said that these look really good in or out of flash in different lighting. Like you can still tell that they're glittery, you can still tell that they're reflective, but I just really like that addition of a shimmer in here just to give it something other than just relying on that reflective glitter, because it is not always 100% of the time going to look like really cool. I mean, the polish itself is a pretty color, so it'll look fine, but you know what I'm saying. So I really like that shimmer is in there, so you've got like just something to catch your eye in and out of the right light for the reflective glitter. So that is the Lounge Set collection from KBShimmer. Again, I will link the KBShimmer website down below where you guys can check those out. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.